In the plasma reactors of Naboo, the fate of the galaxy is decided in a matter of seconds. Laser beam barriers activate and deactivate in their deadly pattern, separating Obi-Wan Kenobi from his master and the fearsome Darth Maul. But in this timeline, something is different. Obi-Wan feels desperation rushing through his veins as he sees Qui-Gon facing the Sith Lord alone. This time, Obi-Wan does something that will forever change the course of galactic history. He uses force speed, just as he had done earlier in front of the droids. He arrives just in time to prevent Maul from ending Qui-Gon's life. "Master," Obi-Wan yells, and now it's 2 against 1. The battle that follows is fierce and desperate. Maul, surprised by Obi-Wan's unexpected arrival, retreats momentarily, but his fury intensifies. The 3 warriors engage in a deadly dance across the platforms of the reactors. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan fight as never before, their movements synchronized by years of training together. Finally, it is Qui-Gon who finds the opening. While Obi-Wan keeps Maul busy with a flurry of aggressive strikes, the Jedi Master uses the Force to push the Sith off balance. Obi-Wan seizes the moment and slices Darth Maul in 2. The apprentice of Sidious falls into the reactor's depths, his body severed. With Qui-Gon alive, everything changes. The Jedi Council, though reluctant, cannot deny the request of such a respected master, especially after he defeated a Sith Lord. They allow Qui-Gon to train Anakin, but under strict conditions. "The boy will be trained," declares Mace Windu gravely, "but he will be closely monitored. His destiny is shrouded in shadow." Qui-Gon accepts without hesitation. To him, training the Chosen One is not just a mission, it is his purpose in the Force. The early years of training are unlike anything the Jedi Temple has seen before. Qui-Gon does not follow the traditional method. Instead of suppressing Anakin's emotions, he teaches him to understand and channel them. "The Force is not just light and dark, Anakin," he explains during a meditation session in the temple gardens. "It is life. It is balance. Your emotions are not your enemy. They are part of who you are. The key is not letting them control you." Anakin, now 12 years old, nods thoughtfully. "But Master Windu says anger leads to the dark side." "And he's right," Qui-Gon responds wisely. "But uncontrolled anger leads to the dark side. Justified anger, anger to protect the innocent, can be a powerful tool if you understand it." This philosophy often clashes with the orthodox teachings of the Council, but the results are undeniable. Anakin grows into a balanced Jedi, powerful yet humble, emotional yet controlled. When the Clone Wars erupt, Anakin is 22 and already a respected Jedi Knight. Qui-Gon, now a general, leads alongside his former Padawan in multiple campaigns. Their bond is unique. Qui-Gon is both father and master, and Anakin has found the father figure he always needed. On Geonosis, during one of the most critical battles, Anakin faces Count Dooku. But this time, he does not fight with rage and vengeance. He has learned Qui-Gon's lessons about balance. "Your master trained you well," Dooku admits as they cross sabers, "but you're still young." "Youth is not weakness," Anakin replies calmly. "It is potential." The battle is intense, but Anakin maintains his center. He does not seek to destroy Dooku, only to stop him. When he finally disarms the Sith Count, he does not execute him. Instead, he captures him, providing the Republic with vital information about Grievous's location. However, before more can be learned, Dooku is assassinated by a bounty hunter who had infiltrated the facility. Meanwhile, Qui-Gon has been delving into the deeper mysteries of the Force. His connection to the living Force has shown him visions of the future, fragments of what could be. He sees a hooded emperor, Anakin turned into a mechanical monster, the extinction of the Jedi. "The Force shows me possibilities," he confides to Obi-Wan during a mission to the Outer Rim. "And in everyone where I am not present to guide Anakin, the galaxy falls into darkness." Obi-Wan, now a master in his own right, frowns. "Do you think Chancellor Palpatine?" "I trust my instincts, Obi-Wan. And they tell me the real enemy is closer than we think." Together, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan begin investigating in secret. They use Anakin's unique skills with technology to trace encrypted communications and suspicious patterns. What they discover terrifies them. Palpatine is Darth Sidious. The revelation comes just before Palpatine executes Order 66. In a private confrontation in the Chancellor's office, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Anakin face the Sith Lord. "I knew you'd discover me eventually," Palpatine says with a sinister smile, his voice morphing into Sidious's. "Especially with Jinn alive. You're an anomaly I hadn't calculated." "The Force has plans that transcend yours, Sidious," Qui-Gon responds, igniting his green lightsaber. The battle that follows shakes the foundations of the Senate building. Sidious is powerful, immensely so, but he is not prepared to face 3 Jedi acting in perfect harmony. Qui-Gon leads, Obi-Wan balances, and Anakin executes. When Anakin has the chance to strike the final blow, Sidious makes one last attempt to seduce him. "Join me, and you can save everyone you love." Anakin looks at Qui-Gon, the man who was the father he never had, and smiles. "I've already saved the one I love most," he says. His saber pierces Sidious's heart. The Emperor falls, and with him, the Sith threat that had plagued the galaxy for millennia. The following years are ones of reconstruction and peace. Anakin, now a Jedi Master, helps reform the Order. Qui-Gon's teachings on emotional balance become a cornerstone of the new Jedi Code. When Anakin marries Padme in a public ceremony, as the rules on attachment have been reformed, Qui-Gon officiates. "Love is not darkness," he declares. "Love is the purest expression of the living force." The twins, Luke and Leia, are born into a world at peace. They grow up knowing their adoptive grandfather Qui-Gon, who embraces them with all the love the old order had once forbidden. Years later, when Qui-Gon finally joins the Force through natural causes, he does not truly leave. His spirit, now one with the cosmic force he had studied all his life, continues to guide Anakin. "Balance is not the absence of darkness," Qui-Gon's spirit tells Anakin during a meditation. "It is the ability to find light, even in the deepest dark." Anakin, now Grand Master of the new Jedi Order, trains his children in these very teachings. Luke, with his natural connection to the living force, and Leia, with her political and diplomatic strength, represent a new generation of Jedi who do not fear emotions. They understand them. The Chosen One fulfilled his destiny not by destroying the Sith in rage, but by transforming the galaxy through love and wisdom. And all because one rebellious Jedi Master refused to let laser barriers separate him from his purpose. In the gardens of the new Jedi Temple, Anakin trains with his grandchildren while Qui-Gon's spirit watches with satisfaction. The Force is in balance, not because darkness has been eradicated, but because a new generation has learned to embrace both the light and the shadows of life. "Well done, my old Padawan," Qui-Gon whispers to the wind. "Well done." The story of the Chosen One does not end in tragedy, but in hope. And in a galaxy far, far away, the Force smiles.